Hi friends, welcome to Tutor's Funny channel. Today I am going to teach Spring Boot, Tailwind CSS and React using MongoDB database as a full stack development step by step. Right. First we have to go to the Google and I am going to type Spring initializer. Click on this. We have to select the project language as a Java, project as a Maven, right? Here Maven, you have to select this one. Okay, now what you are going to do is here we have to select this or this. Okay, I just select this. Okay. Now here group, here I have to give the name. As we have a common example here, Spring Student App, right? Student App, right? This one should be the, I'm going to application, student application. I just use the name student application. Right. Description, if you want to add this one, you will be able to add. Okay, this is how the package will be created. From student app, student application, right? This is student application project, right? Language, it will select as a Java 17. Okay, so here I have to add the dependency. So what are the dependencies I'm going to add? Is first JPA. You already know it used to write the SQL. After that, we have to write the web using the RESTful API. After that, we have to use the MySQL, right? MySQL, right? Now this is enough. So let's click generate, right? Now here the application is ready. I just go to the folder, this folder. I just copy this, cut this, go to G drive and paste them. Here I'm going to extract them. Right. Now here this project I'm going to open in my IntelliJ IDEA. So go to file, open. Here G drive. What's the project name? We have created student application. You have to find it from here. The G drive student application is here is there. You don't open here. You have to go inside this folder. This is the file. You have to open. Click and trust project. This you have to open that. Right. Now you have to wait until that all the dependency get resolved. All the things you have to get it resolved and you have to install them. You have to wait. Okay, this is must. Okay, there are many students who are not configure this one. Okay, you have to wait until this process is completed. This is very must. Okay, it will be configured. Okay, it will be configured, right? Now after that, what you're going to do is, after your wait, now what I'm going to do is, this is my application. Go to the SRC, here main. Here I'm going to create the my MVC architecture. So inside the main, you will be able to see Java. Inside the Java, you have a package which is a main class. Yeah, it's a main class is there. Right. Now here, I'm going to click in here. I'm going to write it here as right click, new. I'm going to create the package which is a, first I'm going to create controller. Right. Second package I'm going to create as DTO. The data is coming via the DTO. Third one, you are create here as an entity. Fourth package I'm going to create as here repo. After that, we have to create another package which is a service. Right. Okay, these are the package we need to create it, right? So controller, DTO, entity, repo, and service. Right. First, we have to create the entity. What are the database columns are there? right? Before that, we have to configure the port and everything. So go to the resource folder. Inside the resources folder, there will be the file which name is applications properties. So double click and open that. Here we have a configuration file. So we no need to type this one. We have to, you just copy and paste it in my, I will give you my documentation. You will get it. Okay. I attach the full source code in my video description. You get them here. Okay. Yeah, this one you have to, we have a, what is the project name? We have given a student name, student application, right? This is the configuration part of the uh, Spring Boot application. What is the port you are running? Okay, if you are given as a 0 port, it will be randomly running. So instead of that, I am going to set my own port. I'm going to set this, my own port is 75. I just write the 75. And the first time we have database created, right? After that, this is the MySQL driver. Okay, we have to write the MySQL driver. Where your database reside on the localhost. This is the port. I'm going to create the database as you have to create whatever name. You have to BBC school. BBC school. This is the school, the name. BBC school. Right. Username is root. The username root. Password is root123. This is my when I install my MySQL workbench. I have gave the username and password. Root is a username. Password is a root123. Okay. Okay. When you install the MySQL workbench, you will be able to give whatever username and password as you wish. Okay. Right. This I have given this. Right. So these are the basic settings you have to do it. This is a JPA setting. You have to write the Hibernate, all the things, right? So these are the basic settings you have to configure first. Then only the database configuration, all things are works, right? The port and everything is work. Right? Now what I'm going to do after that, I'm going to go to here, entity, select the entity, right click new. Here I'm going to create the class as student. Press enter key on your keyboard. Right, student class is created. Now you first you have to specify the entity. So you have to create an annotation. What is annotation? Entity annotation. So this annotation is must. Right. After that, after create the annotation, here you have to write. Right. So you have to write here table. So write name equal student. Right. Okay, this is student. This is a database table we have created. This what is the database name we are given here? This is the name that in the database, inside the database we have created the table which is a student. Okay, you have to specify the name here. Okay, the table student. Okay. Now these are the database schema. Okay, get the data and the table architecture is created. Right. Now here first I'm going to add that primary key. So we have write ID. Here ID, you take the ID as a primary key. It's ID. Okay, ID column right? So here you have to ID column. What's your column? You have to write name equal student ID. In my database we have created that. If you want to length, you have to give the length as a length given as a 50. Hit OK. After that we have to write another thing is generate value. You have to write strategy, generate type, auto. Here you have to write the private. You have to write int student ID type. Right. This is how you have created. Okay, this is how you have created. Right. You have created this how. Right. Now what I'm going to do is after that, right, you have to add the another fields. Okay, so we have to add these fields as student name, sorry, so private string, sorry, student name. What's error? Right. Column, you have to write it here as student name. Right. After that, you have to copy this one, paste it over here. This is student address. You have to make it as address. This one also address. The address also you have to given as a length as 100. After that, you have given the another thing is a thing is here we have to specify the mobile. Here also mobile also int. That's the thing we have to get the columns, right? But after that, we have to write another thing is that you have to active student or not. You have to get this one as an active state. This is must. Okay, when you create the program, whether student is active or not. Okay, this is must. Get boolean type. This is a boolean type. So it's a boolean type. Okay, it's a boolean type. Here we have the boolean type. Here the name is active. Column definition. Init tint tiny int to write default. Sorry, default 1. That's it. That's the thing you have to write. Okay, the problem is what's the ID problem? What? Okay, I had a problem with this annotation. It automatically created. That's why. Okay, right. Now here, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the get and set method. Right click. So first you have to set the constructor. First constructor we have to create as a select, hold on the shift key down and select all. Click OK. Parameters constructor. Okay, now here we have to create as a non-parameters constructor also created constructor. Okay, without arguments. After that's a blank constructor with the argument constructor, blank constructor. After that we have to create a get and set method. Generate get and set method. You select this one, get and set method. After that we have to write the string method. You have to write here, select, generate. You have to write string. Okay, right. Now all the things are done, successful. You have done all the things are successful, right? So what's the problem? At the Java base, right? Okay, okay. Some other dependencies. Okay, if there are any problem is coming, you just click on this Alt plus Enter key, then it will be suggested to install the dependencies. Okay, right now it's okay. Problem is over. It says right. Okay, now what you're going to do is perfect. We have created the entity successfully. Now I'm going to go to make the this is a DTO class. Okay, DTO. I'm going to create the DTO. Right click. First you have to create the what are the things I'm going to create? It's a DTO. Right, DTO. I'm going to create the another dependency. I'm going to Lombok memory. Okay, what are the purpose of install this one is here? We no need to we have to take it here as Lombok the version. I'm going to take it this. Lombok. Click on this, copy this Lombok, back it here. Okay, we no need to add the get and set method and everything. Everything it will be covered here. Okay, inside the dependencies, you have to paste it here. It says dependencies. Okay, Lombok, right? If you add it here, you have to make sure you have to click on this one. Then only the dependency will get installed, right? Here it will be installed. Right? After done the stuff, back to my DTO. Okay, we have to go to my DTO class. Right, the DTO, I'm going to create right click new class. Here you have to write a student DTO. Student DTO. Right, press enter key on your keyboard. Now here what I'm going to do is again go to my entities, copy this all the things, back it here, paste it here. I have to remove this ID, and these are the things we don't need them at the moment because the data is coming only via the dependent the DTO. Okay, the front end it will take the data like this. Here also you have to press Alt press enter key. Here add the models, right? Okay, okay, we don't need this anything else. Okay, now here this all things it's generated here, just get rid of these lines, right? Okay, right, now here what I'm going to do is now I'm going to, instead of the get and set method you have generated constructor and everything, we have do it here. I already add the Lombok package here. Okay, what is the purpose we are at this dependency? We have generate the get and set method and everything. Okay, instead of writing the code, instead of generating the get and set method and everything, there is annotation which should be managing. What is the annotation? We have right arg, all arg constructor. Here it will be reside on the package dependency which is called as Lombok. After that, another dependency we have written here as no argument constructor. After that, we have write another things, all things get and set method, all things are managed by data. That's it. That's the thing. Right. Okay, you have to write like this way, or this way. Okay, that's why I have told you both way. You have to, when you are making the project, you must understand these two ways. These two are must. Okay, these two things are very must when you are doing the project, right? After that, my entity is okay, my DTO is okay. Okay, this two things, this is how you make the project. Okay, this is the table structure. The data is coming here. Now here, when the data is coming, where are the controller? The controller create your controller class student controller. Okay, you have to make the student controller, right? Student controller. First, we have to add this annotation rest controller. After that, you have to add the another annotation cross origin. But at the another annotation request mapping. Okay, request mapping here, right here API slash v1 slash student. Right, now here what I'm going to do is here, right? So now I'm going to create the another thing is a service. I'm going to create the service methods. Okay, here the service I'm going to create here as I'm going to create class, right? Right, you have to write that first you have to create the interface. So you have to write this interface. First you have to create as student service. After that, sorry, I have a mistake with the name, so you have to go to refactor, rename student. I mistakenly typed 2 times, right? The T. Now again, I'm going to make the package, which is a IMPL. Here right, here as. Sorry, I have mistaken. This is not a right the interface, right? Here IMPL, I'm going to create a class which is a student IMPL implementation, right? Okay, this the only thing has a this method has only interface. Okay, there's no implement. The implementation is reside on this file. Okay, right. Okay, these are the things we have to make it, right? So right now I am going to do the thing is go to the controller. Okay, here first step what I'm going to do is, right, first we have to create the method which is a public, right? You have to write a public, sorry, we have to write public string save student. You have to write annotation request body. here, right here, that's one coming here. What is the DTO? Right, the DTO I'm going to create as a another DTO, which is a I'm going to go to the class, another DTO I'm going to create as student save. We have to maintain the different DTO. Okay, student save DTO. It is very easy if you are maintained like this. The same thing, only the IDs no need them. Okay, IDs auto increment. So we need the data, student name, address, and mobile and activity, and we have this three one. We have to make it as. That's it. If you have this update also we have to maintain with the different DTO. Right, very simple if you are write like this. Now here, when the data is coming via save DTO, you have to write like this. You have to write student save DTO. You have to write student save DTO. You have to write open and close bracket. Here you have to write it here as string ID equal student right. You have to write you have to write sorry. Now it goes to where the when the data is coming via the front end passing to here. Okay, so here it goes to the service. What is the service? Student service, right? Student service. Before you have to do it, here you have to write the auto-where. Okay, you have to write the auto-where. Auto-where you have to write like this. Here you have to write the thing is what? Private student service. You write like this. Now here what I'm going to get this one. Use it. Student service. Student service. You write student service dot add student. Add student. Okay, what's the DTO coming here? You have to passing it here. That's the thing here. After that, after add that student data, your ID is returning. Okay, now so far we haven't created this class yet, so I just click on this. But click on the create method student service. The interface is created, right? The interface is created. Now here we have to go to the implementation file. We have to add the annotation here. The service. This is must. Okay, now here implementation is there. Now here this one we have to edit here, right? So we have to add the service, right? So we have to implement it, then only we can access. Now you have to write the IMPL. We have to write here implements. What is the things you have to implement? The student service, right? Now here it is not error. We have an implementation here. Okay, so we click related one problem. That class we have to implement the method as add student. Now the error go away. Now what you're going to do is we have very simple. Okay, controller pass the data via the DTO. The data is coming from the front end using the DTO. DTO is passing to the controller. Controller is passing the service. Service pass service go to the service student service passing to the IMPL. It implements. Right, now data is coming here. Now what I'm going to do is we have to enter data. So how to enter data? It's very simple, right? Now here I'm going to add the data into the database. So you have to write the first entity. We add the data into the entity. So here data is coming via the DTO. You have to add the data into the entity. So entity. So I have to write what is the entity? Student. Your student. You have to click on select here. Equal new student. Here you have to write what the data is coming here. Get the data. Student save data. Get name, comma. Here get address, comma. Get mobile number. Get mobile, comma. Student DTO save DTO dot is active. Right, this is how data is coming. Student data, student name and date, right? Okay, This is how your data is coming. Right. Now why it's showing error here is, here we have to go to the entity. Here we have to write 4 IDs there. So here there is no ID. So the entity, there is a IDs there. So we have to create another thing. We have to copy this constructor and paste it here without ID. I'm going to get rid of this ID. Here also IDs we have removed. So what is the problem? Strict right here. Right. Now you can see here. Now it's go here. There is go here. Right. This matching, it will be look at the your entity, but it's a matching argument passing. This is the matching argument part is argument passing, right? So it is take a look which is a appropriate one for the data adding. So now here the entity will be communicate with the repo and add the data into the database. Okay, so we have to create the repo as well. Now I'm going to create the repo, right? The entity will be conjugate the repo and add the data into the database. So this is the repo. Right click, new class. This is the interface. This interface I'm going to create as student repo. Press enter key. The interface has been created. Okay, so you have this one extends. You have to use the extend keywords. So JPA. Okay, repository. Right, repository. So here you have write student comma this one integer. That's it. That's the thing you have right. This is called as you have write the annotations. Enable JPA repository. After that you have write another thing is a repository. Right. Okay, this is the our repo. Okay, this all things like managed by repo. Here, hold on the control key down and click on this. Here, this all the things are there. Delete record, add the record, all things are there. Okay, this is the query management of the Spring Boot application. Okay, right. Now here, now I'm going to go to it is passing to the repo. If we are passing the repo, we can't directly pass. We have to add the auto-where. Try the auto-where. Auto-where. Outright the auto-where. You write student repo. Student. Sorry. Private. Student. Repo. The object. That's it. That's the thing we have to write it. Okay, this is how we are passing the data to add the record into the database. So we have to write it here. Tab key, you have to press it here. Student repo dot this one. Student repo dot save. There's a method called save. Okay, where it will be saved? This one, DTO. The entity. Okay, this is all the data. Here what I did here is what the data is coming as a DTO. Data is coming via the DTO format. It is passing to the entity. Entity is a part where it's a database schema. It will be put into the entity object. It will be passed into the repo. Repo will be add the data into the database. Right? That's the thing you have to write. After add the data, you have to write the student that the student dot get student name, whatever name. I'm going to call this one. What's the student added? Okay. So the student dot there's a get name. Okay, right. Now what I'm going now let's check whether it's working fine or not. Right. There's no issues so far. It's working. Now let's go to my Postman. Let's test with the front end whether it's working fine or not using the Postman. Here we have to write the post request. Here what is the port we have specified? We have to specify the port which is a what's the port we have? This is a port. Okay, you have to specify the port. this is what we are given, right? API version 1. So here we have made a mistake, right? Here this is the, sorry, no mistake here, we have to add it. I thought I forgot it. Okay, API version 1 student. Okay, v1 means it's nothing but version 1. Okay, so you're at version 1. This is student. The save method. So save method we have given here. This save method I haven't added the save method over here. So you have to write this the post mapping. So the post mapping, you have to write path. This is the efficient way you have to write path equal save. When the request is coming as a save, right? Now let's, if you do any modification, you have to run the application again. Then only the application will be saved, right? Now here you have rerun the application again, right? Now at the moment also no errors, no error displayed. So here this is the, when the request is coming from like this as a front end, right? So now here I want to add the data. So you have to go to the body tab, body. Here I'm going to, here JSON format, open and close bracket. Here you have to, this is how we have JSON format you have to write. Okay, student, what's the, you have to, if you forget it, you go to the DTO. Because the DTO where the data is coming, copy this, paste it over here. You no need to write them. First you have to put it here. Address, you write here address, mobile activity, right? Student, you write James as student name, address India, mobile number, this one active true. Now you click save button. Make sure here this is the text. If you make it as a text, you have to change it as a JSON. Click send button. Here the record is added successfully. Right now, let's back to our project here. You can see the console, the database, the record is added successfully. Now what I'm going to do is you go to my database section here. There's a database. Click on this data source. You have to select here as a MySQL. Here you have to port, root, username, password, root 123. Database I'm going to, so type here BC school. So database name, test connection succeed, apply, okay. Now you have your database. Click on here, student. Here the record is added successfully, right? So here simply you have to configure the database connection over here, right? Now the database is successfully added. Now let's back to our student controller again. I'm going to retrieve the data from the database. So you have to using the get method. So very simple. You just copy this one, paste this below. Here you have to name it as, what's the name you have given here? Get mapping. Instead of the post mapping, you have given as a get mapping, right? So here you have to write get all students. Right, when the request is coming, get all student, you have to write here public list. List, you have to write here as student DTO. So write here get student, get all student. Right, you write get all student. Okay, right. Now what I'm going to do is here we have list, add the list. Okay, so get all student. Here write here get all student as a function. Right. Now here, now what I'm going to do is here I'm going to get the data from the database. So via the DTO, the DTO is okay. So this DTO we have to return here. You have to list out the student details. So you have to write the things. You have to, again you have to copy this, paste this below, right? So all students equal you have to write student service. It is passing the student service to get the data. So student, you have to write get all students. Right. Okay. Now here return all students. You have to write here. Right. Now you have an idea. Now this method you have to create it on the service. So click create. Here created. Now here it goes to the, click on this, it goes to the IMPL. So in the IMPL it asks create that particular method. You no need to create it, it automatically created like this here. Okay, now here it will be created automatically. Now I'm going to get the data very simply. You have to get the data. First you have to get the data via repo. So I'm going to go list. You no need to type, you just copy and paste it simply in the term. Right here, this one should be the not DTO. You get the data from where, what is the request coming? It will be get the data from entity. So where the entity, student entity, it is communicated with the repo and get the data. So you get students, create the object equal, you have to get the data via student repo find all. Find all means we get all the data. Okay, in this repo we have to get the data, right? After that we have to write list DTO. We have to get the data and passing as a DTO format, right? So here student DTO, you have to write creator student DTO list, DTO list, DTO list equal new array list. Here you have to write, here is for, you write the for keyword, you have to write student is get students. Here equal student DTO equal new student DTO. You have to write here s, you have to write s dot student get ID comma s dot get name student name comma s dot get student address comma s dot get mobile number. After that comma you have to write s dot is active. That's it. That's the thing you have to write. Okay, that's it. That's the thing you have to write. After that you have to write here student DTO student DTO list dot add. You have to write student DTO. That's it. That's the thing you have to write. Okay, written as we have to list you have to return. Right? That's the thing you have to write when the request is coming. Likewise. So let's execute the program and check. So right here, get request, not a post request. When the request is coming, student get all students. Okay, when the request is coming, get all students. Dot s, you have to write s. If you make any changes, you make sure you have to run it again. Then only it will be applied. If you are not run, the changes will not apply. Right now here, so students, get all students. So get request. Now let sending. So here, what's the problem is here? I'm going to add the data first. Okay, so here when you add the data, we have to make this one as update. Then only it will be recreate the database again. So first I'm going to add the data, right? So I'm going to say go. You have to add different API, where some another API. This one. I'm going to send James is created. Now let's run it again. Here it's working here. It's coming perfectly. It's working perfectly. Okay, here now none this one working. Right. Now let's do the another thing is we have already done the add the data. This one view the data. We have to do another thing is how to get the we have to save the data, update and delete the data records, right? So I'm going to go to do the thing is third one should be our update part. Update part simply This post mapping, I just get the copy and paste it below. This one you have to write a put mapping. Put mapping, right? So put mapping, this update. So at this time string update student. That update student request. This one should be the student update. Update DTO. This one also you have to write a student update DTO. So I haven't yet created yet. Okay, I haven't created yet. So I just go to I go to my DTO. This one, select this one. I just go here. DTO. I'm going to create a DTO as student update DTO. Here we have to go to here, save, copy this one, paste it over here. Right. Now what I'm going to do is here, you write update, import the class. This one also paste it over here. Right. So this one should be our dot update student. That update student. Select this one. Method coming here. Click return. So we have to implement the method. Right. Now here what I'm going to do is here I'm going to go to, when you update the record, we have to do whatever things we have to do. First you have to check whether the record is exists the database or not. The particular IDs exist, the record is exist, the IDs exist or not. So how type, you have to check with that. You have to communicate with the repo. So student repo dot exit by, but exit by ID. Okay, so this is the student update DTO dot get student ID, open bracket and close bracket. Here you have to write student equal student repo dot get by ID student update DTO dot get student ID. Right. So now what I'm going to do is here I'm going to go to, I got to update the record student repo get student update record. Here you have to write the thing is here. I'm going to write this student dot set student name update DTO dot get student name, paste it here, set student mobile, get student mobile. Here also you have to write set address. Here also set update dot get address. Cut and paste it over here. You have to write here student dot set activate dot disactivate. Right, that's the thing you have to write. After that what I am going to do is here student repo dot save. You have to write there this student. That's it, that's the thing. Okay, but it will be checked whether the student is exist or not. If student IDs exist, it will be update the record. Okay, the student ID first it will check whether the what is the ID is coming. It will check whether the student is in the database or not. If the student is in the database, it will be update the student. If the student is not available, so we have to write here You have to write stout. You have to write student ID not exist. Student ID not exist. That's it. That's the thing you have to write. Okay, that's the thing. Right. Okay, here if it is the return. Now let's see check it. Okay, again run the application and we'll be check it back. So here I'm going to go to get the same thing, get the another request. This one should be the put mapping. So put it here. Here also update. Update also nothing to do. See the all the things you just copy the what are how to save the records, all things. Okay, go to the body, row, put it here. Now here this is make sure as a JSON format. Here you have to make sure and you have to add another thing is a student ID. How to add student ID over here? The ID. What's the ID is coming here? Okay, what's the ID is coming here? You have to now here at the moment we now don't have a record. So it add the record first. Okay. At the record mean here you can see now here you can see as you can see. Okay, now I'm going to add. So after add the record we have to update. Okay, after that here now it's working. Now again you have to add the record. You make sure that that this one so update. Otherwise it created again databases, right? So it is make it update. Now you can add the record. So go to my postman again. The same record I'm going to save again. Right, I'm going to save another record. So Peter, something like that. Right, two records are there. Now I'm going to go here. First record I'm going to have it James. Hi, like this. Address USA. Phone number. I just go here like this. Put method. Click save. Click it here. It's 1 minute. It will be working. Now let's check it whether it's working fine or not. Go here. Here's my get out student. Send it here. Here record is successfully updated. Right now the record is successfully updated. Okay, now I hope you have a clear understand of the implementation of the CRUD application. Right now I'm going to go to get the delete stuff, copy this one, paste it below. This when the request is coming, delete student ID. Come on here, try ID. You have tried string delete custom, delete student. You try the path variable. You write value ID int ID. Right. Now here what I'm going to do is here write a boolean type. So boolean type. So boolean delete student equal paste it here. Type delete. So type delete student. This ID. Return. Dot message you have deleted. Right. Now we have idea. I just click on this one. I've created this method into the interface, student interface. Now here a problem. You have to implement it here as well. Simply you have to implement it. You can see here. This is a working flow. You have to follow that. Very simple. This project you have to make it as right. First you have to check it the same thing whether the student is exist or not. Same thing. Repo student is exist or not. Okay. Here we have to exist or not. We don't need this. So these all things. You only get the ID. Get the ID as a parameter. You have to check it as ID. This ID. What's ID is coming here? Check it. Right. The ID is there. The student is there. Okay, so we have to write student repo dot there is a predefined method in the repo, delete by id. Delete this is delete by id. Here write id. Else you have to stout front id not exist like this. Right, so what's the problem here? Right, you have to close this bracket. Right. That's the thing you have to write. Now let me check it whether it's working fine or not. Again, you have to run the application and check it. Okay, it's working. Now let's back to here. I'm going to go to here now. The postman, sorry, not postman, delete request. So you have to the same thing update. Copy this. You have to paste it over here. This was the delete API. So you have to delete. What's the API coming? Delete student. You make as delete student. This one. This API. You just copy this one. Put it to your postman. ID you have written 2. Click send. Method not. Okay. Method. What is the problem is if you get this error, you have to check into your front end. You have to check it here. This is a put mapping, not this put mapping. This is the delete mapping. Right. Now again you have to run and check it. Right, it's working. Now let's check it here. Click send button. Record deleted successfully. Now let's go here whether it's deleted or not. Get post get request will be check it. Here only one record is there. Right. Now here backend part is we have done successfully. Now I'm going to work with the front end part. Now my backend is successfully completed. I'm going to use the front end. Front end I'm going to using as a Tailwind CSS. So here go to here we have to tail with CSS. We have to go along with the React or Vue.js. So I'm going to go with React. So you have to go to the official website of the Tailwind CSS.com. Go to get started. Here type white. This ECT we have a configuration. Okay. So install Tailwind. So here otherwise you can search here the document. So simply you have to select here Tailwind CSS with white. So it has got two choices using React or Vue. I select as React. I go along with the React. So this how we have configured the white along with the React. Okay. So here npm install white latest my project template React. So I just copy this command. Go back here. Open the terminal window here. Paste it. Right. So you have to paste it. Press enter key. Here it quickly install. How to configure the project? cd my project. Now npm install. Press enter key. You have to wait until all the necessary dependencies get installed. Okay. If you go to the official website of the React and download the dependency, it's very easy. Okay, it takes some time to download all the things. Okay, if you go along with the white along with the React, it's very simple. The necessary dependency get installed. Okay, we reduce the folder capacity and everything. Okay, it's very simple. Okay, here my internet connection is little bit slow. That's why it taking the time. Now here install successfully. Now I'm back to my documentation. Here how to run the project is cd my project. So here, okay, this all the things done. So now here what I'm going to do is you have to go install this one. Copy this, paste it here, press enter key, follow the instruction, then only it will be working. Right. So after that you have to write this one. The Tailwind CSS configuration file. If you are run these two commands, you can getting the configuration files of the Tailwind CSS. Right. Okay, if you run that, you will be able to get that two configuration files. Right, here it will be working. Now it will be installed. Now let's back to my again. I'm going to configure the template paths at the path all the template file tailwinds config. This file I just copied here. Click copy it back to my VS Code editor. You have to paste it. So before that, I'm going to open the project in my VS Code editor. This is my project. Open cmd code space dot. If you are not installed the VS Code editor, you must install it. Right. Now here you can. This is a file. Okay, here you will be able to see here. This is my project. So what happened to terminal? npm install my project npm tailwind CSS, right? Okay, now let's install again. The thing is this. Copy this. Second one, this. Copy this. This also I haven't installed it. Paste it over here. This file is right here. Your tailwind configuration file both are created. Now I'm going to go to this file, tail configuration file. I just copy this one. Here, make sure tailwind configuration JS. So back to here, configuration JS. Just configuration JS. This one. Select all. Whatever call your type, copy your paste it over here. After that, what I'm going to do is here configuration. You have to write comma. You have to write server. So write port. The port you have to write here as 3000 port. I've got it at 3000 port when the server is running. Now again, I'm going to here write the folder. This all the CSS file you just copied here. Put it to the src index.css. That's the src index.css. Control A, select all, delete them, paste it over here. Right. After that, you have to run the application using this code. Right. Okay. So I'm right. Okay. So here we have to run it here. npm run dev. Copy it. Right. So you have to run it here. Or you can run it here. You open the terminal and run it. It will be running. Here it's running fast. Here the code is configured fast. Everything is fast. If you go along with the white. Like it here, paste it here. It's running perfectly. Here it's working perfectly. Now let me just test out our. This is our Tailwind CSS. So we just copy this one. You have to paste it here. Where is the application in React? Go to here application.jsx. Okay, so here this is the running the file index.html. It's rendering the main.js. So where the main.js, it will be rendering the app. This is how the application is run. Now whatever written in the return statement, you have to get rid of these lines. You have to paste instead of that hello. Save all, bring back to our application. Here it's hello is working. Right, it's working perfectly well. Right, it's working. Right. Now we successfully installed the Tailwind CSS. Okay. Now let's back to our we have a, if you want to study Tailwind CSS, you can see here. If you want to work with the Tailwind CSS, if you are not familiar in this one, here this is a template. You can go here. You can see the template file. If you have how to put the buttons and everything, you can study it here. Okay, so you have to we need a form of Tailwind CSS. So you have to just go to the type Tailwind form Tailwind CSS. Sorry, CSS form. You can have it the beautiful form here. Modern website Tailwind is a form. Tailwind CSS form. You will be getting the form design. Tailwind. Sorry. I have spelling mistake. Tailwind CSS form. Here you have a form design here. You can get them and use the form design here. Simple form design is there. Here you have to copy this form design. You can use it here. If you want to write here, copy this one, back it here. Let it check instead of that hello. Put it here. This is not error. We have to close bracket. Here also close bracket. Now let's check again. Save all. application. Here your Tailwind CSS is configured successfully. Here the same form look you can get in here. Your Tailwind CSS successfully configured, right? Now what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to go to do the thing is, here I'm going to control Z. You have to, this form that I got rid of this line. Now I'm going to create another component which is a inside the CSS folder. I'm going to create a component file. This component file, I'm going to name it as components. This component file, sorry, it's a folder. Here, you have to write that. This one you have to call it as this one student. Student. Right? This component file I'm going to JSX. Right? Okay. Now what I'm going to do is here I'm going to instead of writing, I just copy and paste it. I will be explained. Don't worry. Okay. So it take too much of time to complete the project. That's why I doing right. Now here I already show the form design. Here this form design, I'll give you this all the source code, don't worry. Okay, this is simple form design. You have to implement the form like this. Okay, so the same form design I have written in the my own design. In return I have made the simple form design. Okay, the simple form design here I have created based on the student. Okay, so here I have to change this all things as a student. Okay, just place order student name. Okay, your name, student name. You have to write student name. What is the name? We have front end, you have written the student name. Student name. Okay. Here this one you have to write a student name. You have to write student name. Set student name. Okay. When the data is come. After that, it's the address. Second one should be the address. Address. Right. Third one is our mobile. Because a mobile. Fourth one is a set activate. Okay, so here is a mobile. Sorry, address mobile. Here mobile ID. Okay, this is set mobile. Right. Here we have 4 input fields. Okay, here this is one should be the when you change the anything else, when you type down the particular text box, it will be changed based on what you are going to change it. Address and mobile, everything. At the status, you will be able to check 1 or 2. Right. After that, click save button, it goes to the save thing. Right. So here save method. Same method you have to add the respective API. You have to add the respective API. So what's the API? You have to return here. Save records. This is save API. Get them and put it here instead of the. This is your front end. Okay, so here we have to make this all things as a here ID. Here you have to what is ID here? Title. So write title instead of title here. What you have done here? Student name. This is a method set student. Right. Second one is a set address. After that this thing is a mobile. Okay, mobile set mobile. Right. That's the thing here, right? Statuses this test student. Right. That's the thing here, right? Now what I'm going to do is student ID is not ID, student ID. Set ID. Right. Now what I'm going to do is here, first you have to save API. So you have right here, you have set the field, student name, student name. Okay, student name. So here student name, address, address, mobile number. Say active status, right? Here student registration successful, right? So that's the thing you have, right? So the method you have changed as student name, address, student mobile, set status, right? Okay. After that, we have tried the second one. You have to load the data. So load the data. This one should be the go here, get student details. Write it here, paste it over here. Okay, this is the API, get the student data, right? You have to get the student details, right? You have to get the student details. Get the student details, right? Now what I'm going to do is here, get the student details. I'm going to do the thing is here, this one's student set students. Let's set student, get the data. After that, what I'm going to do is here, I'm going to put it here as this is not a task, this is students. Get the data, passing the students. The students, I'm going to get this one, pass here as well. This one, this is a plural, you have to make it as singular. Okay, you have to make it as singular, right? Make it as singular. Student dot name. Students dot name. Right, student dot name. Student dot address. Student dot phone number. Are just tasks. Okay, this is student. Student. ID. Student name. Address. Mobile. Right. After that, update records. Okay, so let's go to here. You have to set it here as the same thing. Student name, set student name, change as student name. This also not a task. Students, students, student name, address, students, mobile. The task. This one also student ID, student's ID. That it goes to edit things. Editing how to edit the record here. We have to pass in the ID. So here we don't need the ID here. We have to get rid of the ID lines. Okay, we don't need the ID. When you update the record, we don't need the ID. Let's check it. Okay. Right. Now here, when the request is coming, how to update the record? Put request when the request is coming here. Right. This is the ID. ID we have tried the same thing. Student ID. The same front end here. Student name. How do they got the things? Address. Here's the address. Here's the address. How does the thing? What happened? Mobile. Here also mobile. Here also mobile. Active state. Here student updated. Right, student updated. The same things you have right here. Student name, description, student. Sorry, student name. Sorry, student name. So set student address. Address, student mobile. Right, student set student address. Mobile. Set status. Right, load the student. Right. After that, when you delete the record, we are using the API. For the API delete mapping, we already show this API we are using, right? So just copy this API, paste it over here. This one we have ID, right? This ID is a this student ID. The student deleted. That's the thing we have tried. Now we everything here perfect. We have done it. Now we have to do another one thing. We have to install the XOCS. Okay, so I'm going to open the another terminal. npm I XOS. This is a dependency we are communicate with the RESTful API. So we have to download and install that particular dependencies. Now after install the dependencies, we have to see the project is running or not. Okay, now let's go here. Why it's not adding? So we have to go here, add this task. We have to add this one. Task. Sorry, student. Student. That logic student component, right? Here we have to give the path. The path is not show that particular situation. What we are doing it here is you tell them where your student is resided. Import your student name from where component folder. This component folder, the same name. That's component folder. What's the name? Student. Do the name over here. Let's file save all. Check it back. Here it's not working. Object is coming, but the problem is the task is not defined. Right, the problem is here. What the problem here is, to ask my here, this is not, I have defined somewhere else task. Load student here is not task here, this one should be student. That's the problem I think. Right, now it's working here. Now it's working successfully. Now I'm going to add the record. But our record something Kishan India. This should have not date, this one, this is a date field I have put it here, this is not date still. I have changed this one. Instead of the date field, I'm going to change this one as a mobile. Here is a date, so text. You have changed as a text field here. This one. Save all. Bring back the application here. Here this is text field, right? Kishan, India, no 711, not completed. Save. Student registration success. It's working here. If you want to edit the record, click on this. Right. So what's the problem? It's not working. What's the problem? Mm, back it here. Okay. This is your click here. It goes to the not mobile here. I have changed this one as a student. Okay, this student ID. That's all. Control S to save all. Now let's edit. Here it's working. Now if you make any changes, click update button. What's the problem? Patch. Student update error. That let me look at that one. What's the error there? Patch. The patch request. Here also I have to, instead of patch here write the put. Okay, here we have tested this one as a put method. Okay, here in our API you have to, when you go to here Spring Boot is a put. Okay, that's the problem I think. So let's check it again. Click here, change something else, click update button, record update. Here it's updated successfully. Okay, it's updated. Okay, here it's updated. Click here, something change it, click updated, record update. Here it's updated. Right, it's working. Now I'm going to delete the record. When you click delete record, nothing happened. Why? If there's any problem, you go and check it. Tidy. The student, when you click this delete button, go to student ID. Okay, student ID. Why it's not working? Delete student. What's the problem? Error. Right now, let's check whether it's working. What's the problem? Working. Right. The ID is wrong. Okay. The ID is your right like this ID. Now let's check it. Click delete button. Student record is still here. It's working perfectly. Now I'm going to change everything as a student. Task and delete all things. I'm going to make it as a student. Okay, so you have right here. First this one also perfect. Now you have to edit student. Okay. Delete student. Right here also you change this one as a edit student, delete student. Okay, we have to make this right here also. At front end, how to make this front end task front end. Right here, now here we have written this one also. We have to make it as student. That's why the problem is coming. Student. So now let's see, it's working perfectly. Okay, now it's working perfectly. Right, all things are we have done perfectly well. If you have any doubt on this, you can ask me. And if you love my channel, please subscribe me, like me. Thanks.